Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Lansing Ignite, a football manager story where we're trying to save the Lansing Ignite from financial ruin and collapse and dissolution and all of that. And we're in luck today because it is, as you can see here, March 30th, just about the end of the month. We have a game today, but we can check out the finances at the end of the month and see how we're doing. And also, I want to see how playing a game affects the finances. So we've got pretty much everything we're going to get through this month except for one final game and one final day. So I want to see how the finances change during that final day. So here's our finances going on. Got an overall bank balance, $43,215. It's not a lot. You know, there are individual people out there with a bigger bank balance than that. But, you know, as a club, it's better to be in the black than in the red. And so far, we're kind of holding our own. Now, the bad news is that we've gone through the month. We got an income of $83,000 and an expenditure of $137,000. That's kind of a wide margin. You know, we got a lot of expectations to meet here. So, you know, we'll give it another month and we'll see how this income changes. If the income is going up, we'll be okay. If it's not, then we're going to have to cut expenditures, which means cut players, or what we'd more like to do is sell players so that the drop in expenditures also equates to a growth in income, at least a one-time infusion of cash from selling somebody. So we're going to have to look through the roster for guys to sell and maybe guys to cut if they've got a higher salary. But we'll look at that at some other time. Right now, let's just look at the raw numbers here. So we looked at this a little bit at the beginning of last episode. The only thing that's really changed, gate receipts have gone up 18,520. So we played that game at home, got some nice gate receipts. Match day income, 4,600. That's okay, I guess. Merchandising and ticket sales stayed pretty much the same, which is not great. We got some other income, some corporate facilities. That's good. Nobody was using the corporate facilities in the preseason, so they at least used them a little bit, but still not a lot. You know, corporate facilities should be a big revenue generator for you. You know, that's where your sponsors come and they spend money on booths and, you know, skyboxes. We got some skyboxes, and, you know, it'd be nice if they use those hospitalities. That would be great. Fundraising, $291. Interest, I thought we had some grants or something, but no, interest, $63. So we're earning interest on this $43,000. That's good. Now, expenditures, other of $50,000. What is other? Please explain to me, what is other? Miscellaneous expenses such as advertising, supplies, and other general expenses. So, advertising is not paying for itself currently. We've spent $50,000 in advertising and other things. Hasn't really translated into anything on the ledger side, so we're not looking great. Player salaries, $43,000. That's not terrible. That can go down, but not terrible. Same with staff salaries. You know, the problem is that we got two numbers here on the right that are far larger than anything on the left. If we could get both of these down to the 20,000 range, we'd be better off. But we'd have to cut half our salary to do that, which seems like a big ask. Staff salaries, not bad. Non-soccer costs, okay. Taxes, fine. Match day expenses. Amount of money paid out for various match day expenses. Okay, great. Great explanation. I love it. I love it. Ground maintenance, of course, we knew that would be a little bit of an expense, $4,400. Travel costs. So you're going to see that today's match is a big one. A long travel distance. So I want to see if this increases or if this is already part of our travel budget or not. Bonuses. We're playing $2,000 in bonuses. We're going to have to check our contracts, see who's getting bonuses. Get out of here with that. Scouting costs, that's inevitable. Loyalty bonus, again, another bonus. I hate bonuses in contracts. So, okay. So we got some worrying numbers here. Other costs, advertising and such. We should lower that. And then player salaries, 43,000. Okay. So that's where we stand before the game. Now we're going to take a little break here. We're going to cut it and go to the stadium tour. We're going to take a look at our opponent today, which is Tucson, FC Tucson. Let's take a look at our league rankings here. So where is Tucson? Tucson is down at the bottom. They lost their first game. They're in 10th place. Take a look at Tucson. Founded in 2010, FC Tucson are a professional American club currently playing in USL League 1. They booked their place in USL League 1 by winning promotion from USL League 2 Mountain last season. I don't know if that's particularly true. That's not what I read on their website, but we'll go with it. The club play their home games at Keno Sports Complex, possess below-average training facilities, poor youth facilities. Training ground is also Keno Sports Complex. They've enjoyed success as recently as 2017. Club with a growing history. They won some stuff. Let's take a look at their history. So USL League 2 Southwest Division and USL League 2 Mountain Division. What do I know? They won 3 times. They won the Mountain Division. Okay. Isn't this supposed to show like a record or something like a... Anyway, we're going to take a look at FC Tucson and then come back for the game. Okay, we are back from the stadium tour. Not incredibly exciting place to go, a long distance to go, so we'll see if that has any bearing on our finances. But in the meantime, Tucson is favored at home, even though they are currently in woeful form. 4 losses and a draw in their last 5 games. Not so good. We're too early to tell. Just 1 win in our last 1 game. I guess they're not counting the preseason. That's good. So how have they played 4 games? 5 games? Going back to last season, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, they're in woeful form, and that's good for us. That's all I got to say. All right, head coach, John Gallus. Okay, contracted, 43 years old, no youth caps. He's a head coach. And, good man management, motivating. He is definitely a CEO type coach. Mentals and attacking are, I guess, within the ballpark for this level, but, nothing to write home about. Great determination. So he's much more of a mental coach, not good at judging player abilities or tactical knowledge or anything like that. This guy is all about making plans and letting the players sort of work them out for themselves. Got a B license, so he's got room to improve there. $77,000 salary, that's pretty decent. Let's take a look at Tucson. Take a look at their key players. Hot prospect Eric Vergen, 19 years old, left back of some sort. We know next to nothing about him. He's got good acceleration, probably good pace, so he might be an offensive threat coming down the left-hand side. Kyle Venter is the captain. Take a look at him, 28 years old. Really nice physicals, 6'3", big central defender, good tackler. That's about it. Devin Jamga, 23 years old. No youth caps for USA. Left winger. Fast, I guess. Good acceleration anyway. Not looking too dangerous. So I think we'll be okay against Tucson. I think we match up against them. Looks like they're going with a 4-2-3-1. Ooh, wait a minute. We know this guy. Theo Bear. T-Bear. Another Canadian youth prospect. 6'4". Huge striker in the middle of the field. It's going to be a little dangerous because we've got some smaller central defenders. I don't know that we can handle old T-Bear. We just got to hope that he does what he normally does, which is get in front of goal and miss a lot of headers. That seems to be his move when it comes to these games. All right, it is, of course, 75 and sunny in Tucson. What else would you expect except maybe like 99 and sunny, but it is only March. So they sold 1,000 tickets out of a 2,000 seat capacity. So decent crowd, half full. Let's go. Team selection. We got Lewis in the game here. We're going to switch him up from defensive winger just to plain old winger. Make him a little more comfortable there. St. Duke is on, he's on international duty right now with Haiti, under 20s. So that's fine. We don't particularly need him that much. But that lets us bring in, some of our other guys. We can either bring in N4, who's our sub off the bench. We could take a look at Pato, 22 years old. He's more of an advanced forward type, so I think we'll bring in N4 there, and then that'll let us bring Pato. Where'd he go? There he is. Let him bring him up into the substitution area. Let's see. Do we need to sub anybody else out? How are we doing? Rafa's got some situations going on here. His fitness is not good. I mean, he does only have 6 fitness and 10 stamina. So he's got some issues, and he got tired at the end of last game, and he hasn't really fully recovered. So this might be a situation where we look for somebody else at right wing. I think Mosabene, Toomey's really our only option there at right wing. He's more comfortable at left wing, just like everybody else. Hollingsworth, definitely left wing. Moon, a little bit of right side. He's having fitness problems of his own. Not Matt Sharp. Should be yeah, he had like a Achilles problem of some sort. So we'll okay, I just put him at goal. We won't do that. We'll not make that mistake. I've seen other FMers make that mistake, but we shall not be making that mistake today. And we'll put Toomey in, and we'll keep Rafa on the bench as a super sub. All right. Lacking match sharpness, that's fine. Let's go. So basically same lineup from yesterday except for those changes that you just saw. So here we go. Cleveland in goal. Lillard, Stoneman, Kofic, Serta, Lewis, Perez, Gomez, Moshabene, Toomey. We're going to change his nickname just to Toomey. And 4, and Bruce. They have Ejimadu in goal. Phillip. 5 appearances, 12 concessions. That doesn't look too good. Sosa. Klisman Sousa, okay. Tehran, Wakasa, they got some brutal names. Hausworth, I'm gonna call him Hausworth. It's spelled weird, but we're calling him Hausworth. Perez, Stripling, Tavares, Martinez, Wright, and T-Bear up top. What's he got going on? Does he 1 appearance, 1 goal, 7.4 rating, so he scored. He must be a recent transaction. Let's take a look at T-Bear. He's on loan from Vancouver. Don't see an exact date here. Maybe in his milestones. 3/17. So yeah, he just came in like 2 weeks ago. So that's why he's only played 1 game, but he's already scored a goal. So that could spell trouble for us. Let's see what Miller's feedback is today. N4 needs more minutes. Okay, that's a problem. N4 has some problems communicating because of language barrier. Again, we forgot to send our guys on language duty, so we'll try to remember to do that. Opposition. What's Miller's suggestions here? Again, just Martinez. And again, we will not just do that. We're going to cover everybody here. I think we'll cover the fullbacks too. We don't need to really press the way I normally like to press because this isn't what we do here. Let's get to the pep talk. Let's talk the peps. Here we go. No, not. I expect a win tonight. Let's be assertive and say I expect a win. Okay. Lewis is switched off. Come on, buddy. You're supposed to be a good player. Why would you get switched off at that? You know, they're on a poor streak. We are away. I guess maybe that's why. But they're playing poorly. We're playing well. I expect to win. Let's go. No messing around. Quafic sends it forward. Okay. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to check here. And for, yeah, he's a. Should we put him at poacher? Then we really wouldn't have anybody to like drop back. I guess we could put Bruce at target man. Because we need somebody to connect the midfield to the strikers. All right, here we go. First real highlight of the game. 6 minutes in, Serta sends one wide to Bruce. Gets it back. He's got plenty of options here on the right-hand side. Everybody's sort of crowded around that far sideline, which I would like people to maybe not do that. But Perez gets it out wide to Lillard, who's messing around with it. Lillard just chunks it in there. What the heck is Lillard doing? What the heck is our central defender doing way up there? Was he throwing it in again? He threw it in again, probably. That's what he was doing up there. All right. Still didn't fix that either. It's two things from last game I said I wanted to fix. There's T-Bear. Good stop from Cleveland. Kind of looked offsides, but maybe not. Okay. Take a drink of tea while we wait. Corner on the far side for Tucson. Sends it in. Good. Look at him get high. Lillard getting high in the air. All right, throw in Serta. That's who we want to see throwing the ball in. Gets it to Toomey down the far sideline. Drops it to Gomez, who's got some space. Looking. Chips it in for N4. Can't do anything with it. And Tucson recovers. They're going to try bombing it deep. No good there. That was just a prayer, really. He didn't even look. He just bombed it. And Lansing, Ignite, is going to, work it down the field. Here we go. Perez sends it forward. Okay, again, we're looking at Division III soccer here. Here we go. Quafic. He'll give it a boot. There we go. Bruce wins the header, but he heads it on to nobody. Sousa. Okay. We're just going to keep bombing it downfield until somebody wins it. Bear, the problem is that Bear's got a good chance to win a lot of these headers. Here we go, right on the near sideline. Chips it in towards Bear. He heads it back to Tavares, who scores. Eti Tavares, first goal of the season. Assist from Theo Bear. I knew we were going to have some trouble controlling him in the middle of the field. He's too big and strong for our central defenders. He was being marked by Serta there, I think. And that's just not a great matchup for us. He heads it back to Tavares. All right. Lansing dropped down to 6th position. Here we go. Tavares. Sousa. So we can't sit back in our counterattack is the problem now. Bruce, interesting, dropping it back to Toomey. Toomey evades one tackle down the sideline. Got some men pushing forward with him. He's fouled, but the ref says play on. Bruce has it. Bruce takes a shot. Ejimadu with the save. That wasn't bad. Toomey playing pretty well out there. We're okay with that substitution. Here's Gomez sending it in. Nobody in the middle to receive that corner, so Bruce has to track it down and ends it. It's only 15 minutes in. Lewis has made a lot of mistakes. Here we go. Gomez with the free kick. Can he get one in there? Almost. Quafic chases it down, but loses it. It's not really his forte, getting forward. Okay, Lansing's starting to put some pressure on. We're starting to get the highlights. Bruce drops it back to Quafic, who just chunks it forward for no good reason. Team instructions, let's go shorter. But we do get a steal. Toomey with the steal on the far sideline takes it in to the area. M4. Yes. Wow. It's not what you would call a powerful goal, but, he snuck it past Ejimadu, who maybe didn't see the ball come out of the crowd. He was, M4 was in a bit of a crowd here when he got the ball. But you can see him there just waiting right between 3 defenders. And Ejimadu just sort of flubs it. That was not good. That was an error. Proceed with tactical changes. Yes, we're going to proceed with those. Even though we evened it up with 20 minutes to go. Here we go. Lillard. Throw in. Deep in Tucson territory. Lansing Ignite loses it. Right starts going the other way for Tucson. He chunks it ahead to Theo Bear, who is open. He's got some space. Sends it across. That was nearly a great pass, but it's just a little bit off target. He had 2 guys on the back end of Lansing's defense. There's Bruce with a big tackle. Gets it up to Toomey. Toomey chunks it ahead for N4, who is there and does win it. And here we go. Lansing slows it down a bit. Perez looking through to charge through the defense, but he drops it back to Serta. Out wide. Toomey, come on. Let's see. Can we make a cross? He gets it in there for N4. Look at that. Super sub off the bench. Scores 2 goals. I mean, we said in that first video when we looked at the roster that this guy could be a goal scorer for us. He gets his opportunity and he's making good. We might have to keep him in the lineup. If he's going to score like this, that was a great header. It's a great header. Now the first goal you could say maybe a bit of a fluke. But that second goal, that was just a great header. They're getting him the ball, more importantly. He's finding open spots as a poacher, and they're getting him the ball. Here's Bruce down the field. He's got some speed. Does he have any help? He's got N4. He doesn't quite win the header, but Lewis gets it. Lewis takes a shot. Ejimadu with the save, but Lansing putting on all kinds of pressure. The second part of the first half. Ever since Tucson scored that goal, we've really kind of taken charge of the game. Here we go. Corner kick from the near side. Gomez sends it in. Toomey with the header. I didn't even see what happened because of the replay, or the angle there was a bad angle, but looks like Toomey gets his head on the ball. Can we change the angle? Sideline? Okay, we still didn't get a great angle, but Toomey put it in there. Here we go, another corner, or is this a replay? I've lost all track of space and time. Gomez sends it in. This is a different one, but Toomey is going to end up with the ball again. He sends it back out to Gomez, who's got some space. He's got Lewis, takes the shot. Ejimadu is there that time. That one could have curved in the goal. It looked like it was going wide, but he wasn't going to take any chances. Look at these stats. Lansing, 9 shots, 8 on target. There's a big tackle from Gomez, Moshelbene, Quafik, Serta. Looks like Tucson has extended their press a little bit, but Perez with plenty of room across midfield. He's got N4 going forward. Gets it to him. Back to Perez. Perez going to survey. He's our playmaker, so it's good to get him the ball. Got Lewis wide open here. He's got the ball. Into the box. Around one man. Takes a shot. Deflects off the defense, and we're going to get a corner out of it. That was not a terrific shot, but he got lucky that it went off the defense. All right, here we go. Corner, near side from Gomez again. He's got M4 in the box. He almost gets it to him. Quafik chases it down, loses it. It's a corner. Boy, that could have been a penalty. He kind of swept the legs out of Quafik, but I guess he did get the ball. Still, Lansing Ignite with some dangerous plays here. Gomez again sends it in. Lillard over the top, but it looks like he fouled somebody. Oh, he handled the ball. So it came off his arm instead of his head. But still, Lansing is just putting the pressure on these guys. Lillard bombs it downfield. And 4 can't catch up with it, but he's going to put a little pressure on the defense as Tucson tries to start some kind of attack. 42 minutes in. They've been dominated ever since they scored the first goal of the game. Now they got to try to get some of that momentum back. They lose it to Lillard, who just clears it down the field. How did that stay in? Had a little bit of English on that one. The play continues. Houseworth to Stripling. Down the field for right. Lillard is there again. Lillard is playing sweeper right now. He's just clearing out every long pass that comes his way. Here comes Wright. Cutting inside for Tucson. Looking. Finding no luck in the middle of this Lansing defense. There's a big shot. Cleveland with a big save. Okay. Just got to hold out for another couple minutes here. Don't let them get a second goal. Martinez sends it in. T-Bear. Boy, that was pretty dangerous. Again, T-Bear showing his dominance, his physical dominance. Gets ahead on that. But his teammate unable to finish the play. That should have been a sure goal. Here's Lewis now cutting inside. Gomez to Bruce. Bruce to Toomey. Okay, we're building something here. Boy, there's a lot of dudes packed right in the middle of the field. It'd be wonderful if we spread out a little, but I guess not. Tavares has it stolen from Toomey. Yes, he does. Bruce gets it. Bruce drops it to Perez. Tries to take a long shot. It's deflected, but Serta recovers. Gets it out wide to Lewis. Lewis sends it across. Toomey coming in. Oh, that was almost a great goal. Great pass from one wing to the other. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Stoneman sends it into Lillard. Again, our central defenders are taking our special teams plays. What's that about? I thought I fixed that. Tactics. Hello. Tactics. Set piece takers. Hello. Rafa, Gomez, M4. Okay, there's Stoneman and Lillard on this side. I think that must have been an auto pick, right? Quick pick. Yeah, Stoneman and Lillard. Are they really who I want in there? No, not at all. I mean, they are. I guess they have better left feet, but we don't really have a lot of people to choose from, honestly. Our best corner takers have 8 corner. So even though they're right-footed, we can't put Cleveland in there, obviously. I don't know. Serta. Okay. Direct kicks. We only have 2 direct kick takers. There we go. All right. Dressing room. I don't think we want to change anything necessarily. We already toned down the passing. Let's see. Very happy. Keep it up. Let's go. We can check tactics real quick. Same tactics as last time. We just shortened it down a little bit. Again, we could have the distribute to the playmaker situation again with the goalkeeper. Kicks haven't been a problem in this game, but they could be. So why test it, I guess? Okay, again, another long ball down the field for Tucson. Quafic cleans it up. Tucson's having no luck just bombing it down the field. Our back three are playing pretty well. Here we go. Tucson with a chance with a free kick. Just wide. That was pretty good. That had some pace to it. That could have got them back in the game pretty quick. Here's Gomez. Looking. He sends it in. Bruce is there. Oh, almost scores. Tucson clears it. All right, how are we looking here? Perez. That's their team. Our team's playing much better. Let's see. Lewis, Bruce, obviously, and 4 with 2 goals. Playing well. Everybody's playing well. 71st minute. DeVos chucks it downfield to Cleveland. No problem there. Okay, Lansing Ignite comes back to receive the pass, and there we go. Lillard is going to build it up. Gets it to Lewis on the far side across midfield. Let's see if we can get somebody in 4. Poaching it. Nope. Another shot off the crossbar. That would have been a wonder goal if he scored it from there. We got 60% possession, I just saw in that little. Here we go. Toomey, near sideline. Sends it all the way back across to Lewis. Okay, interesting play there. Perez, Gomez, Serta playing the diamond in the middle of the field. Gets it back out wide to Toomey. Across to Bruce. Oh, his shot deflected by the defense. And Stripling forced to just bash it. Bash it into the crowd. Tucson is just getting overwhelmed here. Gomez sends it in. Ejimadu is there. And he boots it out quickly. Man, that was a quick restart. I don't think it amounted to anything because there was no highlights. But, yeah. They've already made their 3 substitutes. Their team is playing terrible. I don't know what that was. Some kind of free kick or something. The game just did a weird thing. Anyway, Serta with the header clears it. Martinez gathers for Houston. Tucson. I'm so used to MLS. But anyway, here's M4. Gets it to Bruce all alone behind the defense. Nobody back. Bruce one-on-one with the keeper. He chips it past him for the goal. That was some very shoddy defense off the set piece there. They had everybody forward trying to get back in the game, and they just let basically an open net goal. I mean, this one-on-one with the keeper. Bruce, sneaky, good play. Loving it. That's his 2nd goal of the season. An assist for M4, so now he's got 2 goals and an assist. That's how you make an entrance. That's how you go from being a bench player to a starter right there. Here we go. Here's Bruce again. Chips it forward for M4 using his little burst of speed that he's got. You know, physically, M4 isn't that great. You can see he's kind of a little guy. He doesn't have great top-end speed, but he does have a little bit of acceleration. But what he does have is finishing. He can score goals if he gets in front of the net. Tavares has got a bit of an injury. Serta's looking exhausted out there. Okay. The one guy we can't afford to lose. So Kyle Carr is his backup. 24 years old. A little bit more of a central defender than a defensive midfielder, but he can play defensive midfield. He does have 12 tackling. You know, he's only 6 foot, so he's not like some towering guy out there. But he can do a job defensively. Anchorman. We'll put him at anchorman so that he stays back. We don't really want him going forward that much. Stoneman is also tired. Gomez. We don't want to tire out Gomez as well, so we'll bring in Lewis Jones, who previously we thought was going to be our starter, so it's pretty good. He's just, you know, a little bit more fit for the advanced playmaker role, not necessarily, you know, playing this box-to-box role, as you can see. You know, Mazzala perhaps, but I don't really want him playing. Don't really want him drifting wide, honestly, because we want our wingers to be out there. So, you know, we'll just go conservative and say central midfield. That's fine. All right, 3 minutes of stoppage time. Lillard throws it in. Tucson, I mean, they got no chance of winning, but they could get one back to make the score look a little bit more respectable. Reese, trying to dribble through the whole defense, takes a wild shot, goes wide. Look at the Lansing Ignite fans who made the trip to Tucson. How about that? That's a pretty full away section. That's pretty wild. I guess everybody wanted a vacation to Tucson. I mean, why not, right? We'll leave Michigan in March and go to Tucson. The Ransom. That's the name. The Ransom. That's the supporters section name. I guess they changed their name to the Combustion. That's a whole thing we haven't talked about. I was going to talk about that in the opening video, but we never did. Well done, guys. That was a good win for us. So when the whole transaction took place between Lansing United and the Ignite, there was also a schism in the supporters section, where half the people there kind of felt like I felt like, you just sold out and didn't tell anybody, didn't tell the supporters, didn't tell the season ticket holders. And so they sort of split up, and they formed something called the Capital Combustion as the supporters group. And, they did great. There's no question. The Combustion did all they could do for the team. They got people involved. They got the local media involved. There's a local sports writer named Phil Friend, and the Combustion started the Friend Zone in the crowd area. I wanted to call it the end zone, but it's not the end zone. It's the Friend Zone. And so that caught the sports writer's attention, and he got down there and covered some games. And, they did what they could. But it just wasn't the same as the Ransom. They didn't quite have that same spark, that same energy. So anyway, yeah, that was good. Finances. We want to check out the finances. So expenditures did go up a bit. 145.70, right? 145.470. Travel costs went up to 89.30. They were at what, 2,700 when we left. Players' salaries 43. I think that's the same. I think the only thing that went up was travel costs. Non-soccer cost, tax. We'll have to check the tape and go back and change these on the spreadsheet. But you can see there was a bit of a difference. A little bit of a difference in that final game. And we didn't really get anything for playing away. Don't like that at all. So that could be a financial problem. If every away game is just going to cost us, not happy about that at all. Did we get anything from it? Merchandising, ticket sales, match day income looks the same. Other, I don't think we got anything from it because there's no TV deal. I mean, there is sort of a TV deal with ESPN3, but I don't think that's a deal with the teams individually. I think it's a deal with the league. So yeah. Anyway, there we go. We're going to end it there. Come back for our next game. And who is that? Who is our next game? Next game, Toronto FC 2. So the biggest name, it's another away game. We got 3 away games in a row, so we could be poor by mid-April. We could be bankrupt by then. But we'll try to come back and maybe sell a player or something. I don't know. Until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.